Oh, that's a beast. That's a beast. Oh, there's another one. That's a good fish too. When you're waiting, that's another stud. What is happening? Oh, that's a beast. That's a beast. That is a beast. Oh, get over here. He crushed that Nessie. He crushed it. Get over here. Oh my gosh, what a tank. What a tank. Oh my gosh, he crushed that Berkley Nessie. Goodness gracious. That is a stud. Oh my goodness. Get over here. Oh, is that hooking good? Is that hooking good? What a fish, man. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, guys. Man, what a stud. That guy makes 4 easily. I wish I had a scale though, but he crushed that Berkley Nessie. Man alive. All right, guys, let's get this stud back. Holy moly. That's a monster. Easily 4 pounds. He's ready to go. He bit me. Be free, buddy. Oh, man, what a tank. Man, guys, what a fun way to start the evening. First cast magic 4+ pounder. I didn't even have a chance to really get into what we're doing today. I'm at the creek. We've been in a cold snap, and this is the first day where it's starting to warm up a little bit. I don't think the fish are going to be in full chase down crankbait mode, but I do think they're going to be a little bit more active. So what I tied on first is this Berkley Nessie. This is a soft glide bait, swim bait, whatever you want to call it. But I have a lot of luck with these guys, and you can fish it a lot of ways. You can cast it out and steady retrieve it, and that tail wobbles. You can fish it more like a jerk bait. You can fish it top water. You can add a nail weight and fish it low. It's an all-around awesome bait. But yeah, I came out here and I made a cast before I even started talking, and yeah, right away hooked that stud. So let's see if we can get some second cast magic. That would be nice. I was kind of giving it erratic reels like this, as opposed to a steady retrieve. Gives a little bit more life. Just like, give it a flick, give it a flick, let it sit, give it a flick. Just gives it a really crazy action in the water. But like I said, you can steady retrieve this, you can jerk it, you can do a lot with it. We'll experiment, we'll see what's going on, but after that first fish, guess you can say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, you guys have been getting a lot of creek videos lately. I love to wade. I like to do a lot of other stuff too. I haven't been making as many kayak videos because I'm currently in the process of putting a new motor on my kayak. Kind of doing a bit of a new setup. So my kayak is in the shop right now, in my garage, getting worked on. Next week, we have a really good warming trend. So I'll probably hit the river on the boat with my buddy, see if we can get into some bass. But, oh, there's another one. That's a good fish too. Man, he crushed this Nessie. They are on fire. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they do want to chase. Oh, that's not nearly as big as the other one. He just crushed it. He tricked me. It's a good fish, but he's not quite the same as that last one. Calm down, bud. Calm down. Calm yourself. Easy. I don't want to call you dramatic because I did put a hook in your mouth. Oh, he's barely hanging on. He's barely hanging on. Oh, he's gonna pop off. Man, I got him by a skin tag right now. Oh no. Whew. Guys, look how that fish is hooked. I mean, he is hanging on by a thread. And I didn't even have to wiggle that hook. Yeah, you're not a tank, but you hit that thing like a ton of bricks. Good game. So as I was saying, guys, I've been hitting the creeks a lot because the bass are pushed up in here getting ready to spawn. They're not on beds yet as far as I can tell, but a lot of the fish in the Susquehanna River are pushed up in the creeks. This is the Conneauga Creek in Cumberland County, Pennsylvania. I live here in Cumberland County, so I fish this creek a lot. And as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by two good fish, this Berkley Nessie is a nice springtime bait. It's a nice summertime bait too. It's a nice all the time bait, but again, I'm giving it pop, reel, 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 reel. So yeah, it's like you're creating life in that Nessie. And you can see, at least I hope you can see here, this thing has just a really lifelike gliding profile in that water. You, like I said, you can steady retrieve it and that tail will wobble, or you can jerk it. You can do a lot of stuff with it, but it's a good bait, no doubt about it. All right, I'm not burning this thing through the water, guys. I'm doing kind of a somewhere between a slow meandering bait fish and one that's got a little pep in his step, but I'm not ripping it through the water. I'm making it seem like it's just a confused little old bait fish. I'm just confused. Don't come eat me, bass. I'm just trying to get home. There's one. That bass came because I was talking to him. God, that's another stud. That might be as big as the first one. I don't know, not quite, but he's 3+. Come here. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys. Fatties for days. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm a chubster too. All of us out here today wore husky pants as kids, me and these bass. All right. Let's get this guy back. Man, another fatty. Ow, he bit me. He's ready. Thanks for the fight, buddy. Ow, he bit me again. Get out of here. Man, I sent you home. I could have taken you home and fed you to my 5-year-old. He wants to eat every fish we catch, but I was merciful, and you repay me by biting my finger. All right. One thing that's a good tip to remember, guys, I try to give a few tips here and there in my videos. Really, no matter what you're fishing, even if it's a bait that's traditionally fished with a steady retrieve like a spinnerbait, giving some variation in your retrieve can really help trigger bites. When I'm throwing this bait, I'll give it a few, let it sit, give it a few. I'll go fast, I'll go slow, a little in the middle, just to mix it up. And you'll find that as you vary that retrieve, you can entice bites. I'll even do that with a chatterbait or a spinnerbait, something that, again, most guys are just gonna throw it out and reel it back in. But if you're tossing around that spinnerbait, you're reeling it back steady. You give it a little pause, a little jerk like a jerk bait, something like that. You reel really fast and then you start to reel slow. That change in your retrieve can trigger a bite. Oh, goodness. There's one. He came back for it. Golly, I was going to say, I would have missed the third fish there, guys. I would have gone home angry. Oh, my goodness. Jumper. See, this fish, either short. Oh, he's got one with him. Stay there, buddy. If you guys were out here fishing with me, you could have a follow-up bait, a little fluke or something, and catch that fish next to him. But yeah, this guy gave me a little short strike, and then I gave it a pause, and then started to pull it away again, and he came back for it. So keep that in mind, guys. If you get a short strike on a bait like this, don't burn it in and recast. Let it sit for a second, like the bass stunned it, and then give it some life. Thank you for the fight, buddy. Another healthy bass. Again, not as big as those other two, but what are we up to, 4 now? We've only been out here a half hour or so, and we've caught 4, we've missed 2, and 2 out of the 4 were chunky, hefty boys. So it's turning into a good evening. But what I was saying, guys, that fish hit my bait. And when I went to get my slack in, he gave me a short strike. So he probably, if I can get this bait, he probably hit the tail and didn't get the hook with it. But what I did is I didn't burn it in. I let it sit for a second and then gave it life, and he came back for it. If you've ever watched predatory fish feed, they often miss the fish that they're going after. But what they do is when they go and they hit that fish with their nose, or they hit the water around it, it can often stun the fish. So it's almost like they're paralyzed for a couple seconds, and then the bass will come back and get it after stunning it. So when you get a short strike, act like your bait stunned. Let it sit for a second, a couple seconds, then start to give it life again, because they're like, okay, well, I stunned that fish and now he's trying to get away. Let me go strike him again. That's exactly how we got that last bass. We don't have a ton of sunlight left. You can see the sun tucking behind the horizon there. I should have given myself more time this evening. I wasn't sure how the bass would be feeding, but there's some big boys out tonight. 1, 2, 3. You know you want it, bass. Just a tasty little minnow swimming by you. He definitely doesn't have a hook in him. There's one. Man, he thumped it. Thumped it. Another good bass. What in the world? Every bass we've caught tonight has just been super healthy and strong. God, that's another good bass. Only studs tonight, man. I wish this is what I was catching in all the tournaments I fished. Oh man, that's a big bass. So many healthy fish tonight. Goodness gracious. Berkley Nessie, guys. This is one of my favorite pre-spawn baits. Look at that guy. Thank you, buddy. Oh my goodness, you tricked me. I thought you needed a little bit of a revive and then you splashed me in the face. Not cool. Not cool. And what I'm finding, guys, too, when I'm walking through the creek, there are definitely bass in these channels, but there are a lot of bass right now pushed up on the bank. And even though I'm casting toward the bank, I'm thinking that a lot of these fish are following it for a bit because they're hitting it closer to me or towards the middle. So it's another reason to have some variation in your retrieve, because it might be that little pause. It might be that little fast reel that triggers that bite, rather than just having that fish follow your bait for 100 yards and then see you standing there and run away. Well, I guess they're not running anywhere, they're swimming away, but you get the point. So when I'm fishing a Nessie, I like to vary it. That sun is right in my eyes. Brings up another good point, guys. I always wear polarized sunglasses when I'm fishing, even if it's cloudy, because even if the sun's not super high, having these sunglasses helps you see the bottom. And when you're wading in the creeks, oh, another one hit it right in the middle. He had to be following it because that was pretty close to me. When you're wading these, that's another stud. What is happening? I don't even want to know what my 5-fish bag would be tonight. What is that? That's a tank. Why are we only catching studs? Every fish we're catching is over 3 pounds. This one's another 4+. That might be bigger than the first one. That is a monster. That is an absolute monster. Dude, what is happening? Oh. He's bullying me. He's bullying me. Get over here, dude. That's a big fish. I know you guys are probably getting tired of me saying that, but yep, that's bigger than the first one. Why don't I have a scale with me? Holy moly. Guys, look at that bass. I don't even... What is happening tonight, man? And he's got every one of those hooks in him. Treble hooks are in him. Sorry, guy. I've done this a time or two, though. You are in good hands. Look at that bass. What is going on, guys? That is an absolute monster. I mean, don't know, 4.5. I mean, it's so hard to tell with these pre-spawn fish, but look at the gut on this guy. Tell you what, guys, when you're catching fish after fish that looks like this, that is a good day. I mean, again, no scale, no tape measure, but look at that, guys. Look at that monster. He comes to the A on my tracker rod. I'm gonna go measure that at home and see how long that fish is. Thank you for the fight, buddy. Oh, and he swims off. What the heck, guys? Every one of these fish is a monster. I've caught at least 3 fish that could easily be 4+ pounds. That one, not a shadow of a doubt, was 4+. The first one, no doubt, was 4+. I'm not the best at eyeing them up. Part of that is because I grew up catching largemouth, and to me, I find smallmouth bass a little bit trickier to eye than largemouth. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I've looked at largemouth more in my life. Smallmouth can trick me. I've had fish that I could have sworn were 3 pounds and they were 4+, and I've had fish that look big and they were just long but skinny, so it's hard for me to tell. But we've had 3 fish that could all be 4+ pounds tonight, so every fish we're catching is a stud. This Berkley Nessie's doing it. Hey guys, I fish a lot, and in my area, 4+ pound smallmouth are big fish. It's every once in a while on the river and the creeks you'll get a 5+ pounder, but they're fairly rare. You see that fish jump? That was probably a carp based on the way it jumped. I'm a big carp fisherman too, but that's an aside. But a 5-pound bass is very big for my area. 4+ pound fish are fairly common, but that's a big fish. And tonight, again, we're just catching so many big bass. This area is not the St. Lawrence, where you can catch 7 and 8 pounders. I know of one 7+ pound smallmouth that's been caught in the Susquehanna River, and it made pretty big news. But just to be catching bass after bass like this in the creek, it's just such a blessing. And again, guys, I fish a lot, so I've caught a lot of fish in that 4 to... Did you see him miss that? Let it be stunned. Give it a little twitch. I don't think he's coming back for that. He's too close to me. I don't know if you heard that, but right on the top of the water, he missed it. But I catch a lot of bass in that 4 to 5+ pound range. I mean, as often as I fish, it's rare that I go a week without catching a 4+ pounder, but rarely is it the case that you're getting multiple, like 3 and 4 fish in that 3.5 to 4.5 pound range. It's just super rare. God, what a nice night. I didn't intend to make this an ad for the Berkley Nessie, but it's certainly turning into that. There's some pretty high profile folks who use the Nessie around here. I think Ike's used it a bit. There's some high profile kayak fishermen in the area, tournament fishermen, that have crushed them on the Nessie. But it's a bait that I don't see a lot of fishermen throw who aren't regular fishermen, in that they're not tournament fishermen, they're not fishing a lot, they're not YouTubers. I go out once every couple of weeks and fish from the bank. I don't see a lot of those guys throwing Nessies, but you should. It's a killer bait. And I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that carp is going crazy. I know it's not a bass chasing minnows because that's pretty distinct, but carp often breach the water. I'm not sure that they really know why, but if you carp fish a lot, you'll see carp breaching. It's not to feed. I'm just not sure why they do it. Guys, that's gonna do it for me. I didn't come out here expecting it to be such a great evening of fishing. I mean, so many fat smallmouth bass. I mean, again, easily 3 that were in the 4-pound plus range. I mean, one may have been close, but 2 of them were definitely over 4, and it's rare to get that many good fish. The Berkley Nessie is awesome. I highly recommend it in the pre-spawn, honestly, all year long, but I really like it in the pre-spawn. Remember to vary your retrieve. That's not just true of the Nessie, that's also true of moving baits, jerk baits especially, but even crankbaits, spinnerbaits, chatterbaits. Sometimes, as you've seen, some of those bass hit the bait right near me. They probably followed it for a long time before they decided to commit. And it may have been that change in direction or change in speed that finally made them commit. But what a beautiful evening. Again, I know I've been waiting a lot, but again, we'll have the kayak up and running soon with the new motor, and I'll probably get out on the boat here soon with the weather warming up. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you. Until next time, Tide Lines.